Okay, so let me take my little shoes off here. So I like doing Qigong in bare feet, but you don't necessarily need to. I like to connect to the earth, even though I'm inside on a rug. I find it feels more grounding for me. So I invite you to do that. And if you don't want to, then that's totally fine also. So let's just start with some breathing as we normally do. Let me just make sure that you guys can actually see me. So feet should be about hip distance apart or slightly wider, and your knees are slightly bent. And let's just take one hand below the belly button and the other hand on top, and close your eyes. So let's start with focusing on the inhale and exhale, trying to gently slow the breath down, just observing the rise of your belly on the inhale. And notice how the belly gently collapses back in towards the spine on the exhale. So this is abdominal breathing. So we are sending the breath all the way into the bottoms of our lungs. Diaphragm stretches down and gives the internal organs a real gentle massage. And just let your shoulders relax down. Gently encouraging an elongation of the inhale. And then let your breath gently leave your body on the exhale. So with deep abdominal breathing, if we're inhaling deeply, we have the capacity to bring in almost double the amount of oxygen. When we are breathing into our chest alone, we're not taking breath into the full capacity. That can cause us to feel a little anxious and tense. So this helps to not only increase the amount of air coming in, but it really actually has an effect on our emotional state as our mind starts to settle. And then bring one hand to your chest. You can leave the other hand on your lower abdomen. And now this is called wave breathing. So we're going to start by inhaling into our bottom hand. Let the inhale rise up through the ribs, up to the chest. And on the exhale, imagine the chest down to the ribs coming in, down to the belly. So this really gentle undulation of the breath rising up from the belly, ribs, chest, and then on the exhale, chest, ribs, belly. Just feeling the energy rising and falling through your body. Letting your mind just ride on the boat of your breath. Let's do one more inhale. And one more exhale. And then let your hands just drop down to the sides of your body. Close your eyes. You might notice that you are a little more relaxed, a little more spacious. So now we're going to go into a couple of exercises to help open up the spine. The first is called knocking on the door of life. So the movement comes from the waist. The arms are just nice and loose, dangled by your sides. And you're just going to rotate right to left. And your arms just swing. And your forearms will knock across your abdomen and across your lower back. And your shoulders are nice and relaxed. Neck is relaxed. You can let your head gently turn to look over your shoulder. So we're knocking on key acupressure points here between the kidneys on the lower back that help to invigorate our energy. We're giving our kidneys and adrenal glands a real gentle massage as we are opening up the spine, starting to increase a little bit of heat. This is also great for digestion since we're knocking across the lower abdomen. And then come up just below the clavicle or your collarbone. So we're knocking on key acupressure points that have to do with the lung channel and the lung system. So I'll show you from behind what this looks like. And then up to the shoulder or the top of the shoulder. And then back down below the collarbone. And then back down to the waist. And then gently let yourself unwind. And then close your eyes and just take notice of how you feel. How does your energy feel right now? And now we will go ahead and open up the spine in flexion and extension. So on the inhale, your arms are going to come up as you look up, and on the exhale, tuck your tailbone, round your upper spine, and your forearms come almost together. So inhale, you're going to look up, and then exhale, tuck your tailbone, and round your upper spine. Inhale, and exhale. So the movement's really coming from the waist up. My knees are slightly bent, and they may very gently extend on the inhale, and then bend, but really you don't want a big knee bend. It's not a knee exercise, it's a spine exercise. So you really want to focus the movement from the sacrum up. Inhale as we increase the flexibility of the spine, and exhale, opening up the back of the spine. We're opening up the front of the chest also. Our pectoral muscles can tend to be a little bit tight, so this helps to open up the area on the sides of your chest, not just the spine. Now it's on the next exhale, come back to neutral, your arms hang down, and again, just close your eyes for a moment. So QiGong, as you're taking notice of how you're feeling. I just want to take this opportunity to say, so QiGong, really, it's a moving meditation, so the movements tend to be a little slower, a little fluid, water-like. There are some exercises that are more clearing, so a little more energizing, but in general, everything should feel really soft. So now come to this posture where your palms are facing up, fingers towards one another, and your elbows are gently bent out to the sides. Okay? And my knees are slightly bent. Now on the inhale, your palms are going to rise up towards your chest, turn towards your chest, and then flip out towards the sky. And then in the reverse direction, your palms turn, so they spin down towards your chest and then back to the starting position. So inhale. And exhale. So the hands are doing a little bit of a spiral motion. Inhale. And exhale. This is called Buddha holds up the earth. And it is great to open up and tonify the lung system, or the metal energy in Chinese medicine. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. So this is helping to bring in even more air, qi, oxygen into the body. And then starting to calm the mind even further. So this is great to not only help to increase the quality of the breath, but also the quality of what's going on in the mind, since the mind has something to focus on that is rhythmic, that is nourishing. So we're clearing out tension, stress, and we're increasing the vibration of our internal energy by deepening the level of which we are taking in air. You can even pause at the top of your inhale. So as you rise up, pause. And then at the bottom of the exhale, just a slight pause. Now, at the top of your inhale, I want you to keep your right hand palm facing up. The left palm comes down and faces the ground, and you're going to lean very gently over to your left. I'm mirroring you right now, okay? So there's a little bit of a stretch here. Now your palms and hands are going to spiral in towards one another, and then you're going to change direction. So the top arm, palm faces up, the bottom faces down, and you're giving yourself a little bit of a lean, okay? So we're going to inhale as we stretch. Exhale as your hands spiral in and change direction. Inhale. Exhale. So we're increasing the distance or the space between the ribs. The intercostal muscles are getting a nice stretch into the ribs and the chest expand, so we're increasing the capacity to bring in breath by stretching the sides of our rib cage and chest. Now we're actually going to turn and rotate in a similar format, but this time you're going to turn. I'm turning to, well, this is going to be your right, and this palm stretches towards the back of the room, and then you're going to come back to center and switch directions. So I'm stretching my one arm towards the back of the room, and then the other hand towards the front of the room. So we're giving our upper back a nice stretch. In here, I like to inhale coming forward and then exhale as you turn, because it's almost like you're squeezing out all stale air. So inhale as you come center, and then exhale as you rotate. This is also good if you have tight shoulders. After this rotation, come back to center. Let your arms hang down for a moment. Come back to center. And now we'll do just a really quick chi massage, which is basically knocking on certain areas of the body. So I have a loose fist, and we're just going to work on the lung area. So with the same force that you would sort of birth a baby, or maybe knead some dough, the circular rotation just around the chest area, knocking on these acupuncture, acupressure points that have to do with the lung system. So we're unlocking energy. We're giving a little bit of a shock wave, right, into the organ system to help stimulate. Okay, and now come to the sternum. We just come up and down. We hold a lot of emotion in this area, especially grief. So this is really great if we're feeling a little stuck and feeling some sadness. This is a great way to help alleviate that or release it. And now come to the opposite side of your chest. Chi massage. And let's come back to the sternum once more. And now this time, just keep your hands in front of you, facing your chest. So your palms are facing in and your shoulders and elbows are relaxed. My hands are about maybe 4 or 5 inches in front of my chest, and just close your eyes and feel what's going on in your chest and your hands. If you're noticing some tingling sensation as you've activated the energy in the lung system, And just imagine that there's a brilliant, beautiful, white, luminescent light that's coming out of your palms into your chest. In Chinese medicine, it's basically a system of correspondences. So with an organ system, there is a paired meridian system, there is a paired color and sound and taste, and the color that is linked to the lung system and the large intestine, which are the metal element, is white. So we can use this imagery of sending beautiful healing white energy into our lung system. And if there's someone that you know that is ill, then you could also use this opportunity to imagine that you're sending that white healing light to them. So now on the inhale, your arms are going to come out to the sides. So you're expanding your chest, and then exhale, palms turn up and back in. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. So you can even rock a little bit forward to your toes on the inhale, and then rock gently back to your heels on the exhale. So this is soaring crane. So rocking on your tiptoes, expanding your chest out very gently, and then exhale back towards your heels. Inhale and exhale. Now bring your arms a little lower. Continue that same motion. Your arms are going to be more closer to where your lower rib cage is. So we're stretching and extending on the inhale, and then gently collapsing in on the exhale. So the movement is gentle and flowy, like you are gliding through water. And then come back up to the upper chest level. Let's do one more inhale. And on the exhale, come back down so that your palms are facing up. Your fingers are pointed towards one another and your elbows are relaxed out to the side and your shoulders are melting down. And just close your eyes for a moment. Take a deep breath in and exhale. You can exhale out your mouth if you'd like to. So this is the posture that is associated with the lung system, the metal element. The lung system runs from, the lung meridian runs from the chest all the way down the arm into the thumb. So this is a good posture to imagine that you're strengthening the lung system, tonifying. And the last flow we'll do is pulling down the sky. So in the inhale, your arms are going to come around above you, and then your palms face down as your hands and arms float all the way back down. So inhale, and then exhale. Inhale, and exhale. So this is a great exercise to help clear the mind, the emotional center, the physical body. If you're feeling anxious at all at different times of the day, this is a great exercise to just come back to center, bring any of the mind fluctuations, the emotional fluctuations, and just settle back down. So on this next exhale, gently come down, bring your feet together, and then let your hands fall all the way back down to your lower abdomen, one hand on top of the other, again, below your belly button. And close your eyes. Bamboo in the wind. So this is a great visualization, imagining that you are part of a bamboo tree and that your legs and your feet are the roots firmly planted into the ground so that you are able to sway back and forth and to and fro with grace and flexibility, knowing that you have these roots that are firmly planted, anchoring you. So no matter where the winds take you, you will always arrive back to center. And then when you're ready, you can let your arms hang down and open your eyes. And that concludes our QiGong practice for today. Thank you all for joining me. I invite you, I will continue to do this for the foreseeable future. As long as I'm inside here, I will be doing this. So if you have any questions, you can either ask me here, you can message me offline. I can answer any of your questions if you have them. And that's it. So thank you all again, and I hope to see you tomorrow.